Hey guys, I hope you're all having a fantastic day today because today we have some not so fantastic news. And that is especially the case if you are a PlayStation fan because PlayStation is increasing the price of their consoles, man. First we had Nintendo with their price increases, then Xbox said, hold up, I'ma jump on that, and now PlayStation is joining in to fuck over the consumer.
Why are we still here? Just to suffer?
I just can't do it. I can't take this shit no more, man. You know, unironic back in my day moment, I'm only 22 years old. I feel like an old man out here saying this, but back in my day, consoles used to get cheaper as the console generation went on. And midway through the generation, you'd actually get like a pro console that was like the price of the original console when it came out, like the PS4 Pro. Both the PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 4 Pro launched for $400. They were the same price. So you could wait and actually get a pro console if you didn't mind waiting for half the generation, and you could jump in for the same price that somebody paid for a PS4. Nowadays, if you wait to jump into a console generation, you gotta pay more than somebody who jumped in at the beginning. It makes no goddamn sense. And you know, God forbid you want the pro console, you might as well just get a PC at that point. Console gaming was meant to be an affordable entry into gaming. It looks like they just threw that idea out the window. Affordable? Now, I'm sure the fanboys are saying something like, oh dude, I mean, just accept the price increase, bro, it's PlayStation greatness or whatever. Okay, whatever, dude. But we're gonna go ahead and get into today's article that outlines the changes to the prices on the PlayStation, so let's get into that. Sony announces PlayStation 5 price rises for the US. $50 increases go live tomorrow, so they didn't even give you time to prepare. Guys, the PS5 came out back in 2020. It is 2025, the second half of 2025, and we're announcing a $50 price increase on this console? The generation's over halfway done. If anything, this should be a $50 drop they're announcing. What the fuck is PlayStation smoking? Also, didn't you guys just announce an increase to PlayStation Plus not too long ago? I remember making a video on it. And now, not even a couple months later, you're doing this? Sony has announced $50 price rises for the PlayStation 5, PlayStation 5 Digital Edition, and PlayStation 5 Pro that will go into effect within the US tomorrow, August 21st. Oh wow, so they're not just increasing the price of the PS5, but they're doing it with the PlayStation 5 Pro and Digital as well, just to make sure you don't pick up another edition to save money. The base PS5 with a disc drive will rise in cost by $50 to $549.99, so the complete PS5, in other words, while the PS5 Digital Edition will similarly cost $50 more at $499.99. The PS5 Pro, meanwhile, will rise $50 to $749.99. Similar to many global businesses, we continue to navigate a challenging economic environment. Isabel Tomatis, I think is how you say that? Sony Interactive Entertainment's vice president, global marketing, said in a short statement shared today, as a result, we've made the difficult decision, yeah, my ass, to increase the recommended retail price for PlayStation 5 consoles in the US starting on August 21st. The price rises come amid a turbulent time for global markets due to US tariffs and similar increases from other video game companies such as Nintendo, which recently increased the price of the original Nintendo Switch. Sony's specific timing today is also interesting, coming during the ever-busy Gamescom week news cycle. You know, I do find it really funny how they claim that they have to do this because tariffs, but they're completely forgetting the fact that making the PS5 now in 2025 is obviously going to be a lot cheaper than making it in 2020, which would offset the price increase they would have to do because of a tariff. But the thing is, they could just say, oh, we had to do it because of tariffs, and nobody will question that because they don't have the critical thinking skills to do so. The reality is, I sound like Harmon Smith, Jesus, but the reality is, they saw an opportunity to go ahead and raise the prices, and they can just say, well, tariffs, and people will believe them and not put the blame on Sony. Mix that with the fact that Microsoft and Nintendo recently did price increases, and there's no better time PR-wise to do a price increase, so I doubt anyone's really gonna get that upset over this. Another reason people aren't that mad at Sony I've seen online is the fact that their price increase is less than Microsoft's when they did their price increases on their consoles a while back. Oh, it's only $50, compare that to Microsoft. That's still $50 too fucking many for a price increase. Get the boot out of your mouth. Now, I actually want to go ahead and take a look at the reaction to Sony announcing these price increases, and originally I was gonna make a fanboy video, but nobody is defending this outside of a few fanboys I've seen on YouTube comment sections. Not even enough for a segment in a video. There's like 3 people defending this. 3 morons. So we're just gonna go over some funny comments I saw on Twitter to PlayStation announcing the price increase. They just put a link to the price increase and said basically the price would be changing, and here are the comments. First we have a Nintendo fanboy who replies with LOL, and a picture of Mario and Peach laughing at the gravestone of PlayStation and Xbox. I mean, this guy's obviously a Nintendo meat rider, but I gotta be honest, this did make me laugh. Next up we have another guy who says, shake my head, terrible. One more example of the console gamer paying more to get less. Shake my head. Yeah, this is the thing, you gotta pay all this money for a console that is 5 years old at this point, but you're completely forgetting the fact that then you gotta pay all these years of online. Like, you really are getting fucked over. Next up we have another guy who says, it's getting to the point where even saying the word PlayStation leaves a bad taste. So yeah, like, people even hearing the word PlayStation already fear the worst at this point, because they're tired of being screwed over. Next up we have this. I mean, I am going to get a desktop and stick to my PS4 and emulators. I suggest others do the same. With an AI generated image of a turtle wearing a gaming headset in a gaming chair with a gaming PC and a bunch of slop snacks and Red Bull on his desk. I mean, this is definitely unique. Then we have someone else who says, remember when prices went down as the generation went on, not up. And yeah, we all do remember it, man. I mean, it wasn't even that long ago. I mean, 2025 for gaming has been an absolute fucking disaster. So many price increases, man. Microsoft price increase, Nintendo price increase, Sony PS Plus price increase, and now their consoles price increased. You know, I'd like to ask the question, how much worse can it get this year? But I'm kinda scared of the answer. Anyway, that's gonna do it for today's video. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. If you didn't like the video, you can leave a dislike and a mean comment. I appreciate you guys all taking the time out of your day to watch this video, and yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.